To have an effective combination of advertisement products, each piece must be indicated and feeding the audience the same information, such as locations, narratives, plots, and further information. Each piece of text furthers enigma-coded messages to the audience and builds up a good understanding of the. The magazine suggests the location of Mill Lane. You can see this through the rural backgrounds and the church in the distance. Also, characters' costumes suggest this, such as the farmer wearing overalls. The magazine also suggests narratives and plots of our soap Mill Lane. For example, all the cover lines have indications such as Mark's shock confession and Here Comes Trouble for Rachel Mannings, what is the main story. Also, the positioning of the characters indicate these storylines, such as the three in the corner having their backs to one another because they're caught in a love triangle. Unlike the poster and trailer, which are other forms of advertisement, this one shows no important information such as channel, time or date. The reason being is that we wanted the magazine to look aesthetically pleasing to the audience. So we've decided as a group to have all the important information inside the magazine. The poster doesn't give a clear indication of where the location for the soap is. However, it is suggested through the background of the characters. They're all in sepia colour, and sepia have connotations of old and rural locations. The main narrative and plot of Rachel Mannings is furthered in this. The audience get a better understanding. The reason being is that she's in the centre of the poster in colour, so it shows that she stands out and she's fresh, bringing a new vibe. We know where she comes from, which is Essex, what also furthers the audience's understanding and makes her more of an outcast of Mill Lane. We also place characters in certain positions in relation to their storyline. For example, the three who are in a love triangle are in the corner standing together. The son of the pub owner, who's gay, is standing beside his father. Other characters are along the way, standing next to their storyline counterparts. The poster has important conventions that are needed to be a soap opera poster. For example, it shows the weekdays of the soap, the time the soap's on, the channel, and the title. All this is important so the audience know when the soap is on. We established the main location of Mill Lane using a variety of rural shots. We also connoted a suggested location using the character's costumes, such as the farmer with his overalls in the background. We also used costumes on Rachel Mannings to imply that she came from a more urban location and this isn't her home. We advertised the main storyline of Rachel Mannings with a variety of shots. The first one shows her hitting the radio, which shows she's loud and disruptive. The second one's a pan up to her face, which shows her costumes more urban, very different from the residents of Mill Lane. Her second storyline, which involves the love triangle, shows her winking at the character. This establishes this story. The residents of Mill Lane, such as the vicar, give her dirty looks. This shows she is unwanted. The blocking and framing of this scene shows the love triangle. You see a pregnant woman at the front and the two men to her side. This connotes that one of them is the father. We see Mark reading a girl's magazine, which shows he is feminine. This leads into the storyline that his father wants him to be more manly and look after his pub. The ending shows the title, the weekdays, the time and the channel. Please note that the channel has now changed and this is an old draft.